Welcome again. We are continuing with our example of purchasing something. So we know the unit price and we know the quantity, the number of items we want to buy. And in this case, we have modified our example somehow in such a way that now, apart from getting unit price and the quantity price, and of course having a discount rate of 7%, we have made it in such a way that the output will not be two things as before. We are now just looking at output to be actual amount paid. So we need to understand this. We are not displaying the total amount which was charged, and we are not displaying the discount, the amount that was discounted, but we are showing only the amount that was actually paid. It means that which we are supposed to pay, subtracting a discount that was offered, we are remaining with something that we actually paid. So our program is going to just display that. So this is how we can do our analysis. We are going to modify the previous program. On the side of input, things will be as before. We still need unit price, we still need the quantity, we still need the discount rate of 7%, because these are things that have been given. But we are going to have a change on what we are displaying. We are not displaying two things. We are only having one as an output. So our program is going to give an output of actual amount paid. So we can just call them amount, or we can call them amount paid, to signify that this is what we actually paid, not necessarily what we were charged. Now, to get to this, on the process, we needed to multiply price and quantity as before to get amount. So this is to get total amount that we are supposed to pay. And after that, we are multiplying that total amount by 7% to get a discount. But we are not stopping there. We also need to have another stage. Now that we know the total amount and we know the discount, that can help us to know amount paid. So we also need to get amount paid by ABCD. So in this case, we are going to do the subtraction. Subtract total amount discount from total amount. The aim is to get amount paid. This is amount paid, not just amount paid. So this will be the last step. We are doing this to get amount paid. We can say to get amount paid, but we can also leave it because we know after this will be the output. It's only one output, so we can leave it as is. So we are going to subtract the discount from the total amount, and we know that will give us the desired output. Yeah, so let's try to go through the storage requirement. We still need the unit price and the quantity, of course, of the same data type. And we still need the discount rate of 70%, which will be of data type real. We will need the amount of data, but in this case, the output is amount paid. So I'll just call it amount underscore paid is a variable. So I needed to present it as a variable. Amount paid of data type integer. But because we are finding amount paid after subtracting, and we are subtracting discount which is of data type real, it might happen that the actual amount that we are paying, maybe there are some tambalas. So we can make this one to be of data type real as well, because after taking off 70%, we may get something with maybe tambalas. So we are going to have of data type real. Then the actual amount, this one is not there. So the output is just one thing. But for us to get that output, there are some things that are happening. The first thing that is happening is multiplication of price and quantity, and this is helping us to get total amount. So this we consider these ones to be intermediary variables, the variables that are helping us to get intermediary data as we are calculating or moving from the input to the output. Our output is amount paid, but for us to get amount paid, we needed to get total amount. Then we also needed to get discount, and then we can subtract to get amount paid. So the total amount must be kept somewhere, so we can put them under process. So we need to have total amount of type of course, and discount of data type integer, and discount we also need to calculate discount, so this will be intermediary. That's not what we are displaying at the end, but we need this variable to keep the intermediary data. So discount of data type real. So these are our variables or our storage specification. After that, we can come up with our pseudocode. The changes would be probably at amount is not amount, is total amount this time around. It's total amount of data type integer, and of course we have discount rate and the discount. But on the discount, apart from the discount, we are also going to have amount paid. So all of them are of data type real. So the total amount and discount are coming from the process. Price, quantity, and the discount rate are coming from input, and the amount paid is coming from output storage requirement. As before, enter enter price, we get price, and enter quantity, we get that one, and we are going to do some calculations. The first one, we are getting total amount. So this is total amount. That's the first one. And the second one, we are getting discount. And after discount, we need now to get the final, which is the amount paid. And the amount paid, we are going to take total amount, and we are going to subtract from it discount. That will help us to know how much we are actually paying. So what we are displaying at the end is just the amount paid. So we are going to say amount paid. We can try to make it look nice, to look like they are quachas. Maybe we can just say MK, amount paid. Okay, so here the same will apply to our program. Our C++ program should be, for that it's okay, but this one is going to be total amount of data type integer, and we have this, and this one is also going to have amount paid of data type real, which is double. Enter amount, whatever, and here we just say total amount, and we are going to have amount paid, which is total amount. We can see that the pseudocode and the actual code, the differences are very minimal. They are the same thing. So if you are able to come up with the pseudocode, it means you can easily convert it into the actual code. Semicolon there. And after that, we are not displaying both. We are only displaying amount paid. So we can say amount paid. And maybe we can make them to have Malay Kwacha as units. So we say amount paid. Okay, let me copy this. Let me put it in Dev C++. And okay, let's format them properly. And let's try to Let's try to compile. We have issues. Okay. Amount. There's amount somewhere. We are using amount. Okay. Let's go back and modify some important things. We have total amount, not amount. So somewhere we are okay. Here we are using amount. This is supposed to be total amount. The same I think applies to our pseudocode. We might have forgotten total amount somewhere. Okay. So this is total amount. Now this runs. Let's assume we have 100 and 10 items, and it's saying 930 is what we actually paid, because this would have given us 1000 and the 7% of 1000 is 70, so we are given a discount of 70 and we have 930 as the actual amount that we must pay. So this is how you can do the analysis of any program and come up with a solution from whatever, whether it has got some percentages whatsoever, and you'll be able to see that some variables fall under input, some variables under output, some variables under process, depending on how you are doing your analysis. But the most important is you should know the algorithm, or what we call the process, how the statements will flow from one to the next to get to your solution. That's the most important thing. So this is the end of the simple demonstrations of videos on the basic statements of programming. In our next videos, we'll probably start looking at the program control structures, if statements and other statements. See you in that video.